And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Maxa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Maxa.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxa. We're live at El Cajon Ford, Broadway and Main in El Cajon, just off the 8 freeway in beautiful El Cajon. This is our final San Diego County Ford dealer live broadcast of the year with great prizes and great fun here going on all day, and we have a fantastic guest here. Jeff Mariani from Cedros Kayak Fishing is here. Ron Lane from Fastlane Kayaks is going to be debuting the brand new Hobie Kayak Mirage Drive Kayak right here, the Outback. It's here, your first chance to see that kayak, and some huge announcements by Jeff. So you stay tuned. This is Southern California's sport fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. The Labor Day Sell-a-thon is on now at your San Diego County Ford dealers.
Ford is offering great red carpet lease bonus on 2 great SUVs, the Edge and Explorer. Lease one during the sell-a-thon and take advantage of the amazing Labor Day deals. Stop in at your nearest San Diego County Ford dealers to see if you qualify.
If you're current Ford leasee, the Ford dealer will also take care of you. Ask about renewal programs, including special offers during the sell-a-thon.
All right. If you need a new truck, your San Diego County Ford dealers has got you covered during the sell-a-thon.
All right. Hey, log on to buyfordnow.com and check all the Labor Day sell-a-thon deals. There's only a few times each year when your San Diego County Ford dealer offers up the huge sell-a-thon savings. And Labor Day is the biggest, or one of the biggest. They've got deals across the Ford lineup for you when you got to see it to believe it. Mustang, F-150, Explorer, the plug-in hybrid Fusion. We've got the vehicles for you right here at El Cajon Ford and all the San Diego County Ford dealers.
But you have to act fast because the sell-a-thon ends on September 4th.
Visit San Diego County Ford dealers right away. They'll be glad to hook you up.
For decades, the Kona Kai has been considered San Diego's premier marina, resort, and spa. Now, with millions of dollars in upgrades, the Kona Kai Resort is a destination for travelers worldwide who can live it every day. The docks and services are the finest quality in San Diego, and the Kona Kai is the closest marina to the open ocean. As a marina tenant, you enjoy many benefits, including secured free parking, a deluxe health club, swimming pool, and more. Enjoy discounts at their restaurant, bar, and hotel. If you don't have a boat, there are memberships available at a very affordable price. The Kona Kai Club has been offering members a home away from home since 1953. Members can spend their days on Kona Kai's private beach, meet new people in the club's modern lounge, share a meal with family at Vessel Restaurant and Bar, or pamper themselves in Spa Terra. Check out ResortKonakai.com on the web for more information, to reserve a slip, or inquire about joining the club. The Kona Resort, like being on vacation every day in your own backyard. You've heard all about it. You know the angler's catching fish habit, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that's for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use the special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090, the culmination of our live San Diego County Ford dealers is today here at El Cajon Ford. This is always a huge crowd and such an awesome place to get to do a live broadcast.
Yeah, it really is, and we want to thank the people from El Cajon Ford for helping us. And Dave's got the casting contest with Grant Spotting and full gear here. We've got a lot going on now. The first 75 people this morning are going to get a brand new, just hot off the presses, just received them yesterday, Soul Sun Guard lip balm. So when you sign in with the Cowboy and Tommy P, the first 75 people are going to get a free Let's Talk Hookup custom Soul Sun Guard lip balm. Very, very nice lip balm, courtesy of our friends over at Soul. Of course, today's the last day for you to qualify for that Hobie Mirage Drive kayak, and of course the trip to Rancho Leonero on Alaska Airlines. And this is it, and we're going to give that away on the show tomorrow. But a lot going on today, and some major announcements from our guest Jeff Mariani from Cedros Kayak Fishing. Good morning, Jeff.
What's up, Jeff?
Good morning, Pete. Good morning, Rick. How you guys doing?
Great to have you. So what's happening down at Cedros Kayak Fishing?
We've had a fantastic 2018. Lots of great fishing so far this year, and I got just tons of great news. My biggest news I wanted to let out to everyone is next year, all the flights for Cedros Kayak Fishing will be flying from Southern California.
Whoa!
Are
you kidding me?
Super
Private
stoked,
charter?
Yeah. Private charter from the Temecula Murrieta area.
How easy is that?
Super simple. We flew a flight already this year.
Little tester.
About 2.5 hours from French Valley Airport down straight to the island. We stop at San Felipe, pick up our visas, and then hour and 20 minutes from there, we're on the island. So on the island by 9:30 in the morning.
Oh, my gosh, come on.
Yeah, really cool.
And how many passengers can you take?
Up to my normal groups, 4 to 5 people.
All right.
But I'm kind of working on, I bought this brand new Ponga, too, and I'm rigging it, be all ready to go for next year. So maybe groups of 6 at my house, 2 boats running.
So you're
kayak
gonna have
or Ponga fish,
two
whatever
Pongas?
you want to do. Yep.
Oh, okay, so it's going to be an either or. You can kayak or Ponga fish.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
I found this
Can you
year,
do both at the same time?
Absolutely. The boats are big enough. We load everything in the front, so you're fishing from the skiff for a while, and then launch the kayaks, whatever you want to do.
That's
cool.
So, really excited about flying from up there. It's so simple. It's just hour and 20 minutes down to San Felipe, and then, like I said, check papers, and then another hour and 20 minutes around the island.
Wow.
So,
no more long van ride, just easy go.
Yeah, no more rod fees.
No more rod fees.
Yeah, right, yeah, because you're in control of everything.
Yeah, it's our plane, so we basically now, we pack accordingly. We're loading our own rods, so you don't have to worry about, if you damage it, you damaged it. You know what I mean? Which is not going to happen. Like, we just...
it's so cool.
Yeah,
dude.
it's great.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really, really great. So we're very excited.
That
excited.
is. And, of course, you have that beautiful hacienda on the hill up there at Cedros, and you can expand that a little bit?
Yeah, we're adding on 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Just to making a little spot for the pilot as well. There'll be some trips where he'll be staying the weekend with us and fishing too, I'm sure.
Cool.
So yeah, and then a new room downstairs. I'm calling it the Minnick room. After Chris Minnick, he comes so much, and so for like kind of a bigger sized room with a bathroom in it for him and his wife when they come down.
Nice.
So yeah, it's my wife's helping.
Now, is it
design all
exclusively
that.
for Chris?
No, it'll be Chris and
his wife also.
The guides
so cool.
that come down, like Afrin comes down twice a year now, and Kevin Nakata, Morgan Prominence, a lot of the big
This
names.
guy named Ron
Lane over here, he comes 3
I'm an
times.
addict.
So
Yeah, you're going next month. Or this month. It's September 1st.
we're going Monday.
Yeah,
Going Monday.
Monday.
Oh,
That's right. It's happening right now. And that's our final Let's Talk Hookup trip. But we have 2 scheduled for next year, and these will be the charter flyout trips.
Absolutely. So we'll take 4 people at a time, and then either yourself or Ron, whoever's coming. But yeah, it should be really, really fun. And then we all just rendezvous up there at French Valley Airport, and we meet there about 6:30 in the morning, and we load our stuff right there in the private hangar, and then he pushes the plane outside, and we all get in, and away you go.
That is so cool.
It's pretty amazing.
That is big news.
You've mentioned it a bunch of times before. Pete has said the same thing, that, when you're staying with you guys, you're staying at your home down there, and I got to see it for the first time this year, and, well, you're not kidding. I mean, you don't feel... it's just a different feeling of experience. I mean, like it's like you're staying at your buddy's house, and I mean that's
Absolutely.
really how it is. It's extremely comfortable when you come back from fishing. It's it's everything kicked back, and you have a cold one, and you're BSing with your buds, and eat a great dinner. And I mean, it really is it's like a being at home with friends experience.
Most definitely.
One of the things I noticed is we're at Jeff's place, and we all congregate in the garage around the tables, rigging our gear, and it just feels like you're in your buddy's house, getting ready for fishing the next morning. It's a cool vibe.
It's a very unique experience that you offer, for sure.
My wife was instrumental in helping me design it and set it all up and everything down there. So that's, I think, what really helps make it feel like we're here. You know what I mean? Just it's fully Americanized with there's a lot of Pottery Barn furniture in that house. You know what I mean? It's just different, and it's nice. It makes it super, super comfortable.
Yeah. So. Fantastic. And the fishing opportunity on a kayak down there is absolutely
really
crazy. Right, Ron? It's beyond.
It's out of this world. I mean, when you're going along catching calicos, you're smiling, you're having a blast, and then all of a sudden you're on a yellowfin tuna. What?
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Wait.
Yeah.
Jared's standing up in his Outback holding a big yellowfin tuna. I'm going, what?
Yeah.
Wait, are those here too?
Yeah. There's everything there right now. It's really ridiculous fishing. Water's 78 degrees.
Oh, wow. No kidding.
Yeah, on the front side, it's just it's out of. Guys got wahoo at Bonitos Island.
No
really?
kidding.
In the middle of the week.
Really?
Yeah, a couple
cool.
spear fishermen. So there's a lot of great fishing, and for our place especially, we kayak fish, but we also do a lot of ponga fishing, and we're the guys that definitely, if everyone's going south, we're going north. It's Cedros Island. It's a giant island. There's tons of great fishing there, and there's no need to fish within the crowd. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of just kind of how we operate. We like to be away from
Jeff,
everybody.
when you say crowd, are you talking about 5 other boats?
Yeah, exactly.
Like the 8 other pongas on
I fished in a crowd yesterday on a Friday off of La Jolla. That was a crowd.
Right,
I've never seen a crowd.
the 8 other pongas.
Yeah.
When the guys from the Natividad come, and then they're all down there on the south end. And there's like 12 or 15 boats.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm back home. Exactly.
Let's get real here.
But the option to be able to fish part of the day in a kayak and part of the day in the ponga, that's really cool.
Absolutely.
Because you can kind of mix it up.
Yeah.
And now you mentioned spear fishermen. Do you cater to spear fishermen also?
Yeah, we do it all. We're willing to do it all. My captains have a ton of experience, and so it's all about going to the right spots. And for those guys, there's some high spots that are a couple miles off the island that come up to like 60 or 70 feet. Those are like the jewel spots for guys who are spear fishing.
That's
cool.
What
I mean? There's big grouper out there. There's white sea bass swimming around a lot. Always the biggest yellows come from the spear fishermen almost every year, and that's where they're getting them out in the south high spots.
Offshore high spots.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, speaking of standing up in a kayak, Ron's got a big. And your announcements are huge. Ron's got a huge announcement too. So here at El Cajon Ford, you're debuting something very special. It's here at El Cajon Ford right now.
Yeah, it's the first one.
The very first one in Southern California.
I got back from the Paddle Retail Sports Show in Oklahoma City this week, where they introduced the new Outback. And when you make a new Outback, the bar's kind of already set pretty high.
Extremely high.
So we're nervous about this. They sprung it on us that they're introducing a new Outback. So we had to fly out there. Ava, Debbie, and I flew out to Oklahoma City. And it was amazing. We're in this paddle sports retailer show with hundreds of vendors and everything, and it should be called the pedaling show now. Everybody's coming out with a new pedal kayak, and so we purposed to try every one of them and get in them and check them out. There is nothing even close to the Hobie Mirage Drive. After all these years, nobody's even come close. Yeah. We're so excited about the new Outback. Morgan Prominent stood up in this little video thing that he sent out to all the dealers to tease us to go there, and he says, our design parameters were to make this boat better in every aspect. And that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah, right?
They worked years on this. Storage, ability to put on top of a car, steering, pounding on the bow when you're going in rough seas. Every single thing has been addressed, and I got to tell you, they hit it out of the park. I got in the thing, and I was hooting and hollering, and going circles around guys because it's so fast. So today, it's here. I was there. When I got back Thursday morning, I was up at Hobie at 6:30 in the morning, And I went in before those guys even got back and got delivery of one of them. I could only get one.
Yeah.
And it's at the store today, and we're going to be demoing it.
Today
12 o'clock.
in the water.
In the water.
And you're going to have barbecue.
Yeah. It's going to be like a big reveal. Now,
Yeah.
you guys are seeing it here. Huh? Everybody see how good it looks?
It's amazing. Well, so what's different about it, Ron?
Well, it's a little longer. It has a much bigger transom area for holding bait tanks, more weight in the back. The seat is 1.5 inches wider. It has double-handed steering for fishing. And you'll notice everything, I know you guys aren't noticing, but they're noticing here. If you come down here, you could see it, or come to the demo today. It's flush on the deck. So when you car top it, it's very easy.
You can flip it over.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah,
sure.
you can car top it right side up or upside down.
Yeah.
Now, for Jeff, I got to tell you, Jeff is cutting edge. Everything he does down at Cedros is top quality. This is the best destination kayak fishing resort you could ever go. He's already got 6 coming down for next year.
Nice.
He said, Ron, we got to reload.
That's rad. I mean, why not,
Yeah.
Everything else is down there's, top quality, so why not have the best, I already have the best boats, but if there's
a better one.
Better, this thing, it's more than 1 inch wider, it's super stable. The storage alone is going to be so good for the guys down there. Everything is secured. There's straps to hold everything down. Like, we've had a few guys not pay attention this year and get too excited with the 50 or 60 calicos they're catching, and they roll over. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's
it can happen
or and
I don't know
away,
that you could roll over this kayak.
It's pretty. That one's going to be
the
pretty
guys
tough,
that roll over are typically the guys who've never kayak fished, and they get excited. Mo came back and bought one.
Yeah,
he bought one Mo.
A lot of guys. It's happening for a lot of people. They're coming down and they have another brand, and then they ride in the Hobie. And, because we're training them for however long their trip is, 2 or 3 days, like we're working with them the whole time and teaching them all about the boats and stuff, and they come back and they're buying. They're selling their boats and pets.
That's pretty sneaky on my part.
Yeah, it is. So they integrated a lot of the pro angler aspects on this boat, it looks like. But it's lighter weight.
Yeah, 1 pound lighter, 87 pounds.
It's lighter than what?
The last year's Outback. By 1 pound, yeah.
Oh, it's lighter than the Outback?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's 87 pounds.
Really? Unrigged.
So the other thing that they did was they blended a lot of that revolution. The guys out at La Jolla Shores like those narrower boats because it's choppy out there.
Yeah.
They've got to cut, and they got to go a long way. So it's got to be faster. It's got to be stable. Mm-hmm. So now you've got Outback, Pro Angler, and Revolution kind of molded design features blended into one boat, and they made one of the characteristics of the Outback is you just are comfortable fishing in it because you got rod holders everywhere, you got places to put gear. Now it's unbelievable.
You guys are cutting edge with Hobie and Fastlane.
Yeah, like for me, like the handle setups, especially in the back.
Yeah.
The rudder, how it stores up underneath, just helpful for getting on and off the beach and doing all the things that we're doing down there. And then the new transducer setup, like that's something.
The Guardian.
Man, like, for guys who want to put side scan, I don't know if I'll get that crazy down there, but.
You are.
Ron will make sure of that.
No,
the electronics are so good now.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So this Guardian, when you come into the beach and you've got this big transducer sticking down there, if it's going to see sideways, it's got to be low. Well, now you can raise it up when you come in the beach. The Guardian just pulls up inside the boat.
Yeah.
And then if you hit something, it still bounces up. It's spring-loaded.
Yeah, sure.
So now you can get the side scan.
Full side scan sonar like Lowrance
Guardian ready.
And Simrad have.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
That's cool.
That's unreal. So you're going to have these boats down at Cedros Kayak Fishing. Now, one question I have, how did you start Cedros Kayak Fishing? Where did this all come from?
I heard you guys talking on the radio one morning. I've been avid listeners since back in the days with my dad when I lived up in San Pedro and stuff. We would go canoe fishing and be listening on a little transistor radio. So listen to the radio one morning. You guys had just come back from a fly-in trip. And Dwayne Broadway was on at that time talking about it, and I booked right then and went on the Let's Talk Hookup trip the following year.
Yeah.
I think that was 2012.
Yeah.
And that's been it for me.
And you went down to Cedros, and it was like,
this is it.
This is my place.
Everything that I like to do is right there on that island.
Yeah.
And it's not very crowded. There's not a lot of people down there, and the town is really fun to me. And I'm well accepted down there. My family and I, we do a lot of cool things for everybody. So that's basically how it started. Just went on a fishing trip with Let's Talk Hookup, and
there it is.
It's your fault.
Yeah, good. Well, and now you're almost like the unofficial mayor of.
That's what we were teasing him about that. Yeah, he keeps buying stuff down there.
Yeah, he takes stuff to the people. The people are so kind down there.
They are. They're warm, and I try to buy as much stuff as I can, like food-wise and things like that down there. So we're trying to be very supportive all the time of the island and what's going on.
Itself.
And any, if the priest comes by from the Catholic Church or something like that and needs something, like right now we're helping him remodel his bathrooms and stuff. Or the police station needed a printer the other day. You know what I mean? So we just try to help out. Like, that's the most important thing I think you're supposed to do, especially, show some respect. We're going down to this place and having a great time. We're not taking a ton of fish. That's one thing. We're pretty conservative ourselves, a lot of catch and release, even with the big yellows. But just trying to show everyone that we respect that they're letting us come down and have such a good time. And it's fun. It's fun hanging out with everyone. Everywhere we go, like, people are drawn to that. And I think that's why, because we're friendly and help out, and we're doing cool things down there all the time. So
when you did that fishing clinic for the kids, that was amazing. Every
that's
kid
fun.
got a T-shirt, one of those cool shirts.
Absolutely.
And then he got a free fishing rod.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes along. Yeah. We had grandparents. We had all the families down there.
The police comes down.
Oh, I know. That was amazing.
Insane, My wife did a huge soccer clinic too, and that was really. Really exciting to see 40 kids come, and everyone got a uniform and cleats and a ball, and she ran drills with them, and they had a little scrimmage, and then we had the hot dog people. There's a hot dog cart in there, gave away 100 hot dogs. It was an awesome afternoon.
Wow. So. Now, what's your wife think of it? I mean, I can imagine you go down there and you're going fishing, and your wife's like, you're doing what? You're buying a house and you're setting up a business down there? I can imagine.
Remote island in Mexico.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, I think I have the greatest wife in the world. You know what I mean? Like, look what she's
all the
tolerated,
listeners of this radio show think you do, too.
And she loves it down there.
Oh, yeah, they've been down 4 times already this year. Wow. And my daughter, too, comes down. Isabella comes down all the time with us. So I just took them on a really neat adventure. We went down to Bahia Asuncion, which is where Christian's family's from. So put them on the Ponga for a little 40-mile boat ride down to Bahia Tortuga, and then load them in a car for another 2-hour ride. So, no, they love Baja now. Yeah. So that's great.
How awesome
I'm so lucky.
Is that?
Yeah, we're talking about going down for a 2-month stay next year, because we have 22 trips already booked for next year.
22 trips already.
There's a lot going on.
And do we have availability on any of the trips, including the Let's Talk Hookup trips?
Yeah, we haven't signed up anyone yet to our Let's Talk Hookup trips.
I just posted them yesterday. Just got back into town on Thursday night. Posted them yesterday, so they're up on our website.
Great.
If you want to, and they only right now you only take 4.
Right. Yeah, there'll be
maximum
4,
of
and
4.
then Ron or you, so whoever comes, or Rick if Rick wants to come down.
Hey,
whatever.
Yes.
A hot tip for your listeners right now is that if you're looking for a bucket list trip, something really you'll talk about for years.
Yep.
Sign up now.
Yeah.
This is no joke. I went one time on the Let's Talk Hookup trip, and I am addicted. All the guys I go with, every single guy that I've gone down there with has re-signed up.
That's
absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're hooked.
It's really there is something going on. It's very unique because, like Ron says, like people are on their 3rd and 4th year. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's definitely a different experience, and having this plane ride now from up here and just avoiding all of the hassle down there, I think is going to enhance it just tenfold.
Pretty
so
awesome.
Huge.
Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for you today. Boy, does the Cowboy and Tommy P have a ton of gifts to give away. Arnie's also helping out. Thanks for all your help, guys, and sure appreciate that. They've got a ton of AFCO gear, including shirts, and they have those performance shirts, the samurai shirts. They have a whole stack of Shimano Colt snipers. They have Rapala lures. They have the brand new Crab and Go from
cool.
Bill Varney.
Yeah.
There, it's the instant sand crab catcher on the beach. It's really a cool little item. They're going to give away one of those. They have AFCO kites. They have just a ton of stuff. All you need to do is just show up here, grab a ticket. We're going to give you a Soul Sun Guard custom lip balm. If you're one of the first 75 people here, grab one of those while they last.
What I want to know is, how did you get a pile of Colt Sniper jerkbaits? I work at Fisherman's Landing Tackle Shop,
you're
and we struggle so hard to get a couple of those. And there is I'm like licking my lips. There's a pile of those things. We could sell every single one of those today.
Like double price too,
no
right?
Doubt.
Yeah. We're giving them away here.
That in itself is very worth having for sure.
We know people.
Yes, you do.
We know people. But as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for today. We have our cast-on contest, prizes, and of course today's the last day to qualify for the big grand prizes. Tell them about it, Rick.
There is so much going on. So again, just a rundown of all the stuff going on today. If you want to step up to the microphone, ask a question, you want to talk to Jeff, you want to know more about Cedros Kayak Fishing, anything that you'd like to participate on Let's Talk Hookup this morning, step up to the microphone. Just see Tommy P, see the Cowboy, let them know, see Arnie that you want to ask a question. They'll get your info written down, get it right up to Pete. And the step-up microphone prize today at the end of the show is one of these great handcrafted Anza knives, and it is a fantastic knife. Handcrafted in San Diego County. It's a fantastic fillet knife.
Right here in El Cajon.
That killer Anza knife. That's stand up to the microphone. Now the casting contest already going in full swing. Dave's over here getting guys rolling. Casting contest prizes include a brand new Shimano rod, a full-day trip on the San Diego and on the Liberty. So you're getting a full-day pass for each boat. And in addition to that, the third prize is the AFTCO belt and harness, a really, really great set of prizes for our casting contest. Plus, the winner of the casting contest qualifies to win one of the two big grand prizes that Pete was just talking about. Again, everyone that attends is going to get a ticket for all of the great prizes that we're giving away. Plus, we are giving away. Plus, you're going to fill out your entry form to be one of those 8 qualifiers to win one of the double grand prizes. Again, first one is a trip for one to go fishing with Jeff at Cedros Kayak Fishing, and you're going to get a Hobie Mirage Drive kayak from Ron right here at Fast Lane Kayaks in Mission Bay. Or prize number 2 is a trip for 2 to Rancho Leonero and Baja's beautiful East Cape. It includes 2 days of fishing and round-trip tickets on Alaska Airlines from San Diego, Orange County, or LAX right into Los Cabos. We're going to draw the qualifier at the end of today's show, and you must be present to qualify.
We're going to give it away tomorrow on the show.
I'm so excited for that, man.
Yeah.
Like, somebody's going to be fishing with their own kayak, or going to get their own kayak and get to go fishing with Jeff.
Yeah.
Somebody's going into the ranch. It's so cool.
Yeah, and thank you guys for being so generous to donate that prize. I mean, between the trip to Cedros Kayak Fishing and the kayak, that's over $5,000 in prizes right there. Yeah, that's a great prize. And then the trip to Rancho Leonero. And appropriately, John Ireland will be in the studio from Rancho Leonero tomorrow when we do the drawing. He'll be picking the winner from the 8 qualifiers, of which you have 2 chances today to qualify one last time here at El Cajon Ford, Broadway and Main in El Cajon.
And again, you can do that by literally just showing up and being the lucky guy to get the random draw, or by winning the casting contest. It's a great morning here at El Cajon Ford, and we want to see you. Come down and join us here. There's tons of time, super easy to get to right here at Broadway and Main in El Cajon. A very, very easy trip out here. And if you want to be a part of the show this morning, we want to hear from you. Give us a call, 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090, or toll free. That toll free line is 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. When we come back, we're taking your phone calls. We're talking Cedros, we're talking kayaks, and we're talking to you. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Pete here to tell you about our friends Jim and Mary and their incredible crew at Poway Valley Collision. I hear it all the time. Hey, I took my car to Poway Valley Collision, and you were right. Mentioned you guys, and they gave us the VIP treatment, fixed our car, and even gave us a special price. Believe me when I say Poway Valley Collision is worth the drive from anywhere in the Southland. We know you may not need them now, but when accidents happen, it pays to go to Poway Valley Collision. And I'm not fooling. Our listeners can save hundreds of dollars $100 on your car or truck repair. They work with most insurance companies, including Auto Club, MetLife, and Wawanesa, and more. All you do is call Jim, Mary, or any of their team members, and they do all the rest. No hassles, just top-notch work and VIP treatment. I had my car repaired at Poway Valley Collision, and the job was perfect. So get your vehicle fixed right at Poway Valley Collision, 14211 Garden Road in Poway. Check PowayValleyCollision.com.
For local and long-range fishing, the Islander out of Fisherman's Landing is a favorite among seasoned or novice anglers. But Islander Charters is much more than great fishing. They also do incredible Guadalupe white shark diving trips as well as a schedule of kayak mothership trips. You need to check out the Islander on their website, islander-charters.com. The Islander is San Diego's leader when it comes to 2 to 5 day fishing. Watch the website for trips and adventures available. Experience the Islander difference. Visit islander-charters.com for all the details.
While Seagar invented fluorocarbon fishing line in 1971, their never-ending pursuit of innovation has never stopped. They are the only company making double-structure fluorocarbon, which combines 2 exclusive custom resins, a high-density interior for strength and sensitivity, and a softer exterior for enhanced knot strength. So for the best in fishing performance, pick up a spool of Seagar Fluoro Premier and the original Blue Label leader material at your favorite tackle dealer. Both are double-structure fluorocarbon.
I always wear a life jacket when I'm on the water because I'm lazy. I like floating like a giant turtle covered with SPF 50. The life jacket does the work. I highly recommend this to everyone. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
Ranch is small, it's very personal, very intimate. I don't think there's anywhere else that you could have the old Baja feel and have all those miles of beachfront, the palapa roofs and the stone walls. There's not a room that you don't have some kind of ocean view. You don't give up any amenities at the ranch. It's just very rustic. You know how when you cook outdoors it tastes better? Well, that's Rancho Leonero. It just tastes better. We have paddle boards, we've got kayaks, we've got snorkeling equipment, of course. We've got 12 super pongas. We have dive trips. We've got over 40 kayaks at the hotel. We've got all accurate equipment, very top of the line. And when the fishing's good, we'll freeze your fish, pack it all up, send it home with you. People love it. They'll come back 5-6 times a year. That's the highest accolade we can get. 1-800-646-2252, 646-BAJA. And RanchoLeonero.com. It's unique.
XEPRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader.
The home of ESPN Radio.
The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Again, we're live here at the beautiful El Cajon Ford, Broadway in Maine here in El Cajon, one of my most favorite spots to do a live broadcast because El Cajon Ford is huge.
Oh, yeah.
There are so many cars and trucks on this facility. It is crazy.
Yeah, we are surrounded by F-150s and Raptors, the Roush, and all the great trucks. And I'm going to tell you something. You may have heard us talking about it already. The Cellathon is the time to buy.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that's when I bought my Explorer. Speaking of Explorers, they have – I love my Explorer. It's such a great car. Loved my F-150. They have on an Edge, which my wife drives an Edge. I drive an Explorer. They have a red carpet lease bonus right now that is unheard of.
Okay.
It's unheard of. It's only until the 4th of September here at El Cajon Ford or any of your San Diego County Ford dealers. So check it out.
I'll say this. El Cajon Ford is where I bought my Super Duty. And, I'm an East County guy. I live out here. There is no place that has trucks. There's no place that caters to a fisherman like El Cajon Ford, both with, the legacy of Paul Leader and, and Paul Dyke. Everything's so involved with the fishing industry. But you want to talk about a place that's got vehicles to tow your boat. I guarantee you there's not a better selection of trucks, F-150s, F-250s, F-350s at El Cajon Ford.
They've got them all here. Paul Dyke is here. Thanks, Paul, for hosting us here at El Cajon Ford. Appreciate this. You guys always do it up. And, of course, Labor Day Cellathon. Is there anything bigger?
This is our biggest of the year, and it wouldn't be Labor Day without you guys here at
Wow,
Talk
thank
Hookup,
you.
so we appreciate it.
You bet.
We always bring all the people down that don't necessarily buy today, but I do see them in the showroom months away, or a couple months ago they bought something, and we love the fishing community. That's right. You mentioned fishing community, and it's a fleet deal. We'll roll out the carpet. We want you pulling your truck or pulling your boat with one of our trucks. And we've got some great specials going on. You did mention a little something about the big tournament we have coming up. 2-day tournament, Paul Leader Memorial, first one ever. First place going to go home with more than $10,000.
Come on!
So it's a super cool
Are you
deal,
kidding me? This is going to be September 15th and 16th. The Paul Leader Memorial. Of course, Paul was owner of El Cajon Ford and was like just an avid fisher. Was there a more avid bass guy than Paul? I got to fish with him in Lake El Salto once, and just a super good guy.
Fish crazy.
Fish crazy. He loved it, and that was the place he wanted to be. If he didn't want to be in the showroom, he wanted to be on a lake.
That's cool.
And so there's going to be a ton of people coming out. We've got people coming from real far away. Normally our tournaments are California, Arizona, Nevada people. We've got people coming out of the Midwest for this. Viejas is helping us out with some rooms up there, so if you want to do some rooms up at Viejas, super cool deal. But the money is going to be very, very rich, so it's one to come to do. It's a 2-day tournament. You fish one lake one day, you fish the other day, the next day. There's big bass on both days. There's lots of money out here, so it's going to be really, really cool.
So $10,000 guaranteed payout, no matter how many boats are involved.
We've got enough boats, but
you got enough boats, but
yeah.
And then $1,000 big fish
each day.
Each day.
That's awesome.
Each lake.
Wow.
Oh, no kidding. Really?
Wow.
That's
For El
cool.
Cap and San Vicente. So that's another $4,000.
Another $4,000.
Wow.
And there's one more on there too. And there's something about big stringer.
Heaviest stringer each day, right?
Yeah.
There's another. So it's $1,000 big fish and $1,000 heaviest stringer each day.
Yes.
So $8,000. Additional.
Now we're at $18,000.
No
kidding. $18,000. So how does one get into this?
Just go check it out online, El Cajon Ford. We've got a link to it. Also, I believe we got one other website on there. On that sheet, maybe we'll get it later.
Yeah, we'll get it for you. Yeah, I don't have it here.
There's
but
a link from El Cajon Ford, so you
from
can go ElCajonFord.com.
ElCajonFord.com.
Yeah,
and it's the Paul Leader, the first annual Paul Leader Memorial Tournament.
Correct.
Well, you better get maybe our kayaks. Can kayaks get in?
I don't know. That's a good question.
What?
That's
I don't
a big
know why
community
not.
now.
Yeah. Could happen, right?
Yeah, we'll have to
it's
check
a boat.
into that.
It's kind of a
I'll have the answer to that before you
Okay,
leave.
all right, cool.
Because that kayak right there, out on 2 days of fishing, that'd be a blast.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's the brand new Outback. This is the debut of it. Ron said, "Hey, I got the new Outback yesterday, and I want to debut it. Can I bring it out?" I said, "Are you kidding? Bring it out. They love fishing out there at El Cajon Ford."
I walked up, my jaw dropped when I saw that. That's the Cadillac of kayaks
that's
right
the
there.
F-150 of kayaks.
Yeah, it's like the King Ranch F-150s,
exactly.
right?
The first one.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it. First one in Southern California. So speaking of F-150, in addition, I talked about Explorer. I talked about the great deals on Edge. F-150 and everything is on sale.
Every F-150 out here has at least $5,000 in rebates plus 0% for 60. It's not one or the other. It's both. We have F-150 Super Cab STXs starting at just $26,900. We have the Explorers you're talking about starting at just $26,900. We have the brand new EcoSport, which is a really cool little SUV, starting at just $16,900. These things are flying off the shelf. You look at them, $16,900 for a little SUV.
For a brand new
SUV.
Awesome.
That's used car prices. And you look at the car and it's small. You get in the car, it's got a great ride. You got to check it out. But this weekend's all about selling cars. We left here a little after midnight last night. Broke some records yesterday for starting off the Celadon. The business is going. The economy's here, and Ford's doing the right thing for the guys that like to pull stuff.
This is the big name. Now, we talked about that red carpet lease on the Edge and the Explorer. What is that?
It's a very attractive money rate and residual that creates a great low payment. So you can get into a brand new Escape for $229 a month with no money down.
Whoa.
Brand new one, right? You can get into the Explorers for $299 with no money down.
Come on.
Lease, yep. So it's super low payment, super low down payment. If Ford wants to sell them, and you get in that trade cycle every 3 years, they sell twice as many cars.
Yeah.
And SUVs are where things are going to be, so they know they're going to have a big value in 3 years. So it creates a very low payment. So
$299 for Explorer. That's about half of what I'm paying every month on my payment.
You've got a really nice one, though. I saw that. I know your Explorer.
But that's a great deal.
Yeah.
And a great car. I love that Explorer.
No doubt.
It's a good one. And so the F-150s, Explorers, all the hybrids, everything. This is the
weekend.
This is the weekend until Tuesday, right?
Until Tuesday, right. And it is the big one. The only thing that may challenge is year-end between Christmas and New Year's. That's a really big deal for us.
Yeah.
This was usually our record-breaking weekend. And would you come on down here and make us an offer? I've got a storage lot full of cars. This isn't all we have. We're here to sell a bunch of cars. We're trying to be the number one Ford store in San Diego, and we're getting real close right now.
All right. Well, congratulations,
Thank
Paul.
you.
And, of
Thank
course,
you.
you're fisherman-friendly, like we say. We'll talk more about that tournament September 15th and 16th, the Paul Leader Memorial Tournament that's going to be at San Vicente and El Capitan. That's going to be fantastic.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Excited,
thank you
Paul.
very
Thanks,
much.
buddy.
Appreciate that. All right, Harry from La Jolla is up first here at El Cajon Ford. Good morning, Harry.
Good morning.
What's up, Harry?
Harry.
I have gone
You got
through,
fans out there.
I've gone
They're
through
yelling
3 Outbacks already, and now I'm coming over to Ron's place today and probably get my 4th one.
Oh,
That
I got
sounds
a couple,
good.
couple of questions for you guys. On the charter flight coming out of Temecula, is there any weight limit in the amount of fish we can bring back?
Not really, but down for me, like we're a lot more conservative, I use Yeti cooler bags, so we're bringing everything back fresh, you know what I mean? So I'm sure that if, amongst the group, if we had, 50 or 60 pounds of fresh fillets, never frozen, that's going to suffice everyone. And
the reason I ask is that when I went with you the first time, I think we were kind of juggling a little bit about how we could bring fish back. The other question I have is for Ron, vis-a-vis the new kayak. I've got the big speed motor on the my current one.
Right.
Will that go on to this as well?
Good question. I'm sure it will in the cassette well plug.
No,
not
I have
sure.
the, I
not
have
sure about the.
I
well,
have the stern drive.
Right, and I don't think it'll work on that. The stern drive won't work on this. What you'll probably have to do is get the same attachment as the Pro Angler gets.
Down in the. Oh, okay.
It goes right off the back.
Got it.
So your steering and your Mirage drive is still usable, and this just mounts on and goes right out the back. And you notice in the back there are 4 screws that they put for a power pole. Those would be able to lock it in. And it's just a matter of just making the adapter. And I'm sure Uman from Bixby is on it already.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, this is like a hole-in-one in golf as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
What I'm looking at for me is, we've talked about it on numerous occasions, is just the portability. And the fact is that I can move this. I'll probably be able to move this one around a lot easier than the one I currently have.
They changed where the scupper holes are.
Yeah.
There's 2 sets now, so you can balance the thing where there's no tongue weight when you're pulling it up the ramp or something, which is huge. I mean, when the Pro Angler was easier to move around than the old Outback, just because of where the wheels went in it. This has a wheel storage in the back. It's made to hook them on once you've used them, right in the back, so you don't have to go back to the truck to drop your wheels off. It's lighter by 1 pound, but the balance is really the key.
I will say, not even having been in it, the biggest improvement for me is the steering.
Yeah.
Both sides, and it's a lot easier.
Well, it's flush mounted, too.
Well, it's easier. That other one can get pretty tacky.
This is double-handed steering, and they're wired separately. So if for whatever reason one went down, you still have the other one is still fully usable.
That's cool.
All right, Harry, thanks for coming down. Appreciate that. Jim from National City is next up. Jim? There he is, making his way up, and I want to thank great crowd here at El Cajon Ford, and boy, what a beautiful. It's actually cool in El Cajon this morning.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Perfect temperature.
Yeah, perfect temperature. Morning, guys.
What's up, Jim?
Couple of things going on. First, I want to thank the Ford Motor Company and specifically El Cajon Ford today for, these are great events. And
thank you.
I try to make everyone. We appreciate Ford Motor Company. I got a report. I fished the San Diego quite a bit, and Booger's dialed in down there at the Coronado Islands. The trip I went on Wednesday, we limited yellowtail. And that's that nicer yellow. I mean, it's not Cedros size yellowtail.
But nice ones.
But nice ones.
Yeah.
Up to 18,
Nice.
Quite a few over 12 to 15. And, then 8 and 12 pounders too. But, I had a great trip. Actually, he's been dialed in for quite a while down there. And he told me to tell Rick He's been fishing the Coronado Islands. That's it. I can't tell you any more, Rick.
No more. No,
that's it.
I need some more specifics. I'm waiting till they're off the air. We're gonna hold something out of it.
Coronado Islands. But you know, the day I was down there, the Searcher, which was on a 5-day, was there. The RP was there. The Old Glory. A lot of, I don't know, a
lot of sport boats were at the islands because that's where there's good fishing. There's bluefin there. And
the day we went, we got 9 bluefin. I was lucky enough to get one. And
nice,
the day
Jim.
before, he got 16 bluefin.
Nice.
So he's got a spot for them too.
Some good fishing going on.
So anyway, that's my report.
All right, Jim.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks for coming down. Wayne in Point Loma is next. Come on, Wayne. Are you around? There he is.
That's good. That's good Corn
That's
Island
really
fishing
good
right
Corn
there.
Island
Awesome.
fish.
What's up, Wayne?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Good.
Hey, that's a really nice-looking Hobie, by the way. I have an Outback myself, too. I just went by yesterday to the famous Shelter Island boat launch just to check it out.
Yeah.
There were maybe 2 guys working, sort of. I would have to say, as a guest, the port put out a notice about 2 months ago saying they expect to be done in November. I really would predict it's probably next year at this point. The pace they're going, I don't think they can finish this year.
Yeah.
Thought you'd be interested.
I'd agree with that.
It's slow.
I've been hearing that.
That's my routine every Saturday after the radio show. We finish the show, and I don't start till 10 at the tackle store, so I swing down and go scope out the launch ramp. And I mean, hey, trust me, I'm fingers crossed, and I think it's one of those things we just need to treat it like whenever it happens, we're going to be stoked. But I'm with you. I mean, it's not going to be in whatever that is, 6 weeks. I mean, it's just not. It's just not.
It's not.
Yeah.
But
but in the meantime, you can go down to Dana Landing,
where I go,
right where Ron is, and it all right there.
It's been busy down there.
You think?
Imagine that.
Nowhere else to go.
My neighbor Steve Pinard is grinning.
Yeah.
Ear to ear.
Yeah. It's the center of action.
Well, and it's such a great place to launch anyway. With his market right there. I mean,
to be able
sandwiches.
to get
the food is phenomenal.
To be able to get food, drinks, tackle, licenses, fuel, everything else. I mean, you can't do that at Shelter Island anyway.
It's all right there. Yeah, indeed. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. A lot of your stand-up microphone questions. We got your phone calls. We got catch reports. All kinds of great info. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
There is an undisclosed paradise waiting for you in your own backyard. It's the La Mission Hotel in beautiful Loreto, Baja California. Experience one of the few towns that has truly kept the spirit of old Baja, combined with the luxury of a 5-star hotel. Old Mission traditions, authentic lifestyle, and a wealth of Mexican culture still lives at the La Mission Hotel. Situated on the water and just steps from the harbor, take advantage of the fantastic fishing and natural beauty of the Sea of Cortez and the islands of Loreto. Loreto has long been known as the Dorado capital of the world, but huge tuna, wahoo, marlin, yellowtail, and pargo are abundant too. La Mission Hotel can set up affordable fishing trips, dive packages, and family fun adventures to enjoy the rich natural abundance of Loreto. La Mission also has a fantastic spa, fine dining at Los Olivos restaurant, and the famous pizza grill will amaze and stimulate your palate. Relax, fish, and enjoy the beauty and adventure of Loreto at the La Mission Hotel. Fishing and other very affordable packages are available. Once you go, you're hooked. Check LaMissionLoreto.com for details. La Mission, the beauty and fun of Loreto is waiting for you.
This is Captain Mark Rayer for Genren Sport Fishing. Located on the Sea of Cortez, we will show you a fishing experience that will exceed your expectations. Genren boats are outfitted with all accurate reels from the smallest Valiant 300 to the beefy ATDs. Simrad electronics, Fraser gyro binoculars, and crews with a passion to fish is just part of what makes us number one. Also, Cabo Yachts Vaquera has a seakeeper for your comfort. For 2 live webcams, an up-to-date fish report, accommodation packages, check out TeamGenren.com. We pick up at Rancho Leonero and all East Cape locations. So let's go fishing.
It's time to get excited about fishing, and Point Loma Sport Fishing has everything you'll need. They offer half-day and three-quarter-day trips daily, perfect for families and the novice or seasoned fishermen. Point Loma Sport Fishing also offers overnight to multi-day trips, targeting the best of seasonal catches. Visit their website at PointLomaSportFishing.com, where you can purchase tickets online and get more information on the trips available. Or call 619-223-1627.
No matter what the season, Rapala lures should always be a part of your fishing arsenal. It's time to stock up on the trolling lure that's proven to catch more fish. X-Rap Magnum by Rapala. Every X-Rap Mag runs perfect right out of the box. All have extreme action with a controlled, deep-diving, aggressive swimming motion. The large diving lip partners with premium VMC hooks and an irresistible rattle. Here's some big news. X-Rap Mags now get up to 40 feet deep with the new X-Mag 40. Spool up with Suffix line, which was designed and recommended for trolling X-Rap Mags. And you have a deadly combo. You should also check out Rapala Husky Magnum heavy-duty high-speed trolling lures built for battling large game fish. The Husky Mag lures, like all Rapala lures, are built tough and available at a great price. So bottom line, the X-Rap Magnum or the Rapala Husky Magnum are the ultimate trolling lures for Southern California and Baja saltwater fishing. Available in a variety of colors and sizes. No matter what you choose, the fish can't resist Rapala. Ask your local tackle dealer which is the hottest color and size, and start catching more fish. See the entire lineup at Rapala.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Again, we're live here at the beautiful El Cajon Ford, having a great time and talking Cedros.
Yeah, Wayne from CCA is here helping out, helping all of us here and talking about CCA and all the great stuff that they're doing. Lots of good stuff happening with CCA there. I'll tell you what, El Cajon Ford, this weekend, of course, the Cellathon. It is happening Broadway in Maine, just off the 8 freeway here in El Cajon. Come on down. Great crowd. Of course, first 75 people get that brand new, hot off the press Soul Sun Guard lip balm that's Let's Talk Hookup labeled there. And also we have lots of giveaways. Your last chance to qualify for the 2 big grand prizes, one of which trip to Cedros Kayak Fishing for one, and a Hobie Mirage Drive kayak courtesy of Fastlane Kayaks. And then, of course, the trip to Rancho Leonero and round-trip tickets on Alaska Airlines. That's going to be given to the last 2 qualifiers today by random draw, and the casting contest winner, then tomorrow we're going to be drawing those winners in the studio tomorrow morning on Let's Talk Hookup with the one and only John Ireland in the studio. Going to be fantastic. Andy is here at El Cajon Ford. Andy, come on over, step up to the mic, and thanks for coming down to El Cajon Ford today. What a perfect day for a live broadcast.
Nice looking shirt.
Ford.
Yeah, nice shirt.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah. What's up, Andy?
Yeah, I'd just like to express my appreciation to Ron at Fastlane Kayaks. I'm really enjoying my kayak. I've had it on the water probably 30 times in the last year. And Jeff, what a great trip down to Cedros earlier.
Thank you.
Last month. I really had a great time.
So Andy was the winner last year of the kayak and
the
trip to Cedros.
No kidding.
So he came down
right.
in beginning of August.
Okay.
And, we had
That is
great weather and a great time.
And now you're hooked.
I'm absolutely hooked. I can't wait to get back down to Cedros.
Awesome.
That's it.
And, it's not just the fishing down there. Everyone knows the fishing is awesome all around the island. But the second day, we hooked the trailer up to the truck and took the kayaks across the island over to Prietas, Colorado, the fish camp there, and launched from the beach
right there, yeah.
And
cool.
Went outside, and we just had a ball out there.
That was really fun.
It was unbelievable fishing. But just seeing the island, the unique geology and the plants. There's this miniature tree that grows on the island. And I've never seen that anywhere else in Baja.
Yeah.
And Christian, your guy Christian
Absolutely.
was pointing out all the the different things about the island. That, I got to tell you, that was the high point of the trip.
That's rad.
I did that trip over there with you, and that was so cool. Ron and I did that in the truck and the trailer, and you see things that nobody else sees except the local fishermen, right?
And that's the beauty of our spot. Like when we have smaller groups like this, I can show you the island.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want to do. Like Andy says, the fishing is good, of course, but that island is rad. There's a lot to see and just do. And going to those fish camps, like we're hanging out with the people, like we bring fish in for them, and they're helping us pack and unload and hanging out with us. Like it's just more than just going down there just to fish. And so we love doing that. Like that road out there takes an hour and 20 minutes. It's only like 12 or 13 miles, but it's 4-wheel all the way.
That's so cool.
And you're going through arroyos and all kinds of things. Just like he says, there's a ton to see.
It's pretty cool.
It's a great experience.
I just think it's crazy that you have the kayak trailer built up to be able to make that run. Like, I just think everything about that trip is so unique.
Yeah.
Like, say you're only going to go to that spot if you are a commercial fisherman staying at the fish camp.
Absolutely.
I just think that's so cool.
No, that trailer's super rugged. My neighbor John Garrison, his son Tyler, is a phenomenal welder, and so I just bought that trailer and went to his house, and literally like in 2 hours that kid just fabbed that thing up for me. Like it was incredible, and it's
How
so
did you get
strong.
it down there?
I bought a Jeep, that Jeep that I have in the garage, and so my wife and I loaded up the Jeep and put only 2 kayaks on there, and then crossed at Otay Mesa, and then the guys, I flew them to Ensenada, and then they took a bus up to Otay Mesa, and then I just drove in 1 mile, and then got out, and they got in and drove it all the way to Guerrero, and then my wife and I just walked back across and had our car on the other side and just went home.
And they just put it on a barge in Guerrero Negro, and it goes
exactly.
to the island?
Yeah.
That's
wild. It was
Yeah,
there in
you
like
don't
4
forget
days.
all this. Everything gets there by boat or barge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're 50 miles offshore.
Yeah.
30 miles to the closest point, but that road to get to that little beach launch right there where there's waves all the time, like it's, so from the nearest like good port, you're a solid, 50 miles. So.
Wow. Pretty amazing. And you loving your kayak?
Oh, yeah, I've been fishing that thing just about every weekend.
Changes your life when you have a kayak, right? You just get more time on the water.
Well, I got to tell you, my 14-foot aluminum skiff is just sitting in the front yard now.
That's
cool,
it. Well,
Andy.
thanks. Congratulations, and glad you're still hanging out with us, Andy.
Thanks again, guys.
All right.
Thanks for the good words, Andy.
Appreciate that. Tony and San Marcos is next up. Tony, welcome to Cajon Ford, and thanks for coming down, and thanks to everybody for coming down to Cajon Ford. It's happening. Yeah, there's a lot of people here.
What's up, Tony?
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, my question is, I know traveling small craft is essential to be, carry limited gear down to Cedros. Mm-hmm. What is the most essential equipment you recommend on your trips?
Good question.
Daiwa SP Minnow. You could literally come down, I think, in my opinion, with probably 2 or 3 lures. Like if you brought a couple Daiwa SP Minnows, if you brought a 100-gram flat fall and like a 2-ounce warbait lead head and some plastics, 5-inch plastics,
red and green,
you're done. Like I think that guys come down with way too much stuff, and you're changing lures too much. You know what I mean? You're not giving anything a chance to work. And I'm down there so much, like literally that SP Minnow is like one of the best baits I think I might have ever fished. I mean, I catch everything on that thing, from tuna to dorado to big yellows to big calicos. Like it's probably one of the most versatile lures, ever, I would think.
And the number of rods? How many rods do you recommend?
4 rods. Pretty much as max. 2 bass rods and 2 yellowtail rods. I mean, that's all you need. You know what I mean? I've been fishing almost all summer with just taking 2 rods. Even if I'm ponga fishing, it just helps you stay a little bit more focused to what you're doing. And that SP Minnow is out fishing surface iron. So you have your SP Minnow on, you have a plastics maybe, and the flat fall and a live bait stick, and that's it.
So and then you have Cedros tackle still.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you can rent. You don't even need to bring your own rods. You can rent gear.
You could rent gear from us. Absolutely. I have Okuma and Phoenix and Daiwa stuff. All.
And if you forget SP Minnows or flat falls, you have them at the tackle store.
We have them down there. Absolutely.
So there you go. You can just kind of show up.
Jeff's place was like an emergency for several of the guys on our trip. Things happen. One guy needed new braid, and our calico fishing was so good. Their plastic supply ran out at day 1. Day 1, like our afternoon fishing the first day we arrived, one guy realized, like, I'm in real trouble here. He brought a dozen swim baits, and he went through 9 of his dozen on afternoon 1, getting started.
Absolutely.
9 of his dozen.
Made an emergency call to Jeff. Jeff had the store opened at like 9 o'clock at night, for us after dinner. The guy made the announcement like, hey, I'm in real trouble. I've only got like 3 swim baits left to last me the next 3 days. Jeff sent somebody down at 9 o'clock at night to open up the store, and he loaded up on a much more appropriate amount, and we're back.
Tackle store's
back
doing well
again.
too. People need tackle on their
It's kind of surprising. Like you're coming to this very remote spot, and like guys are showing up without like their reels full of Spectra and stuff, like weird stuff. Now, luckily, I carry a lot of that stuff, so it's very easy just to hook someone up. everyone says, "Oh, you're never open." Well, no, I'm open probably 24 hours
Always
a day.
open, yeah.
All you got to do is call, and we go down there and just take care of whatever you need. I've fixed more rods this year. The plane has been kind of rough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on especially the tips. Like I bought all these giant kits now because there was just so much going on. I was kind of surprised.
Tips.
Yeah, tips and losing a guide.
Sure.
I don't cramming them under the seat or I don't know. What
and
the
you
heck
can
they're
fix.
doing, so.
You can do a.
I got my rod wrapping machine down there. So
do you?
Yeah, we just crank that thing out real quick. And
wow.
Let it dry overnight. You know what I mean? And they can get it in the morning.
So you're not
easily.
out of.
Try to get them back on the water.
Yeah.
As quick as possible.
There was a gentleman on our trip that had braid put on 2 of his reels, new 65-pound braid. And he looked, and when he heard the price, he looked at me and he goes, "Man, I guess that's just what you get for buying it down in Mexico." And I looked at him and I said, "You're crazy." At Fisherman's Landing Tackle, I figured out the amount of line we would have charged. The cost at home would have been an additional $30 more than what Jeff. I told Jeff, I was like, "You're not charging enough for what you're doing down there. It would have been $30 lesser at home to get it done." He got it done on a remote island in Mexico. It's really cool to know that there's a backup if something happens. You run out of jigs, you run out of baits, whatever.
Absolutely.
There's a spot to
That's
put
always
together.
been my deal too. Like I don't want people coming down there and saying, "Oh man, now I'm going to pay like $15 for that jig," because I'm on Cedros, middle of nowhere. No, it's, I get almost everything from Squidco. So Gus and John down there and Joey, they take care of me. So why not pass it on to people? I bought this giant roll of Spectra and they gave it to me for a great price. So just help people. Like we're in this spot where the dude's trip could be done. You know what I mean? Get him hooked up so he goes out and catches fish. Like that's my goal. I don't care who you travel with. Like you can still call me. Like I want you to come down with the right stuff and have fun. That's my island.
That's a
I
really
want that,
great deal.
I mean?
Tony, thanks for coming down to El Cajon Ford today. You mentioned flatfall, and I got to tell a story. Leg 2 of my Alaska trip was down to Ketchikan fishing with Larry Hansen. Great guy. He's got a beautiful house and a beautiful boat down there with Larry Hansen. And he had a flatfall. I forget what they call it. I think it's like the crazy squid. It's gold with the red and stripes on top. I think they call it the Psycho Squid flatfall. I forget what the name is, but it's gold on the back and then red with black stripes. 3 drops, 3 lingcod.
Really?
Like instant. And then the third lingcod rocked me.
Oh no!
And
Took
lost
it from you?
Yeah.
No.
And it was like, oh. Then they didn't want any other color. They wanted that one for whatever reason. So. Other than the Corey Sandin slug, of course, that was phenomenal.
I wish you could have seen the smile on Corey's face when you were talking about how good that big 8-inch MC slug is on everything that lives on the bottom down there.
Yeah. And then I had one left from Whalers Cove after that phenomenal trip, and took it down to Ketchikan fishing with Larry, and of course caught couple lingcod on it down there too.
That's
so
cool.
Yeah, that is an amazing. Both lures amazing.
No doubt. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including more of your phone calls, more information, and more great times. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Fisherman's Landing is the top choice in local and long-range fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern. Our hardworking crew is always looking for ways to improve your fishing experience. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. We are proud to say Fisherman's Landing is now a full-service sport fishing operation, offering half-day trips on the Dolphin, and now, for the first time in the long history of Fisherman's Landing, we have 3/4-day open party trips on the Liberty. We built the Liberty specifically to offer a better experience. Run by veteran captain Taro Takeuchi, the 85-foot Liberty is the first open party 3/4-day boat to offer bunks for your comfort. She also has huge bait capacity and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Plus, Liberty has a big galley and 2 interior heads with showers. Our open party trips from half-day, 3/4-day, or 1 to 3 day trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
Hey, it's time for the 30-second Power Pro seminar. Here's the hot tip for those of us that like to fish with small reels for big fish. Fill your spools with Power Pro Max Quattro. It's 25% thinner than standard Power Pro. That means you're going to get more line on that small reel. Plus, you can fly line your bait more effectively. Here's another tip about Power Pro Max Quattro. Your casting distance will increase in addition to increasing your spool capacity. So downsize your tackle and use Power Pro Max Quattro. Check PowerPro.com for more information.
A few years ago, Shimano introduced the Tranx 500 reel, and it changed the way we cast for big fish. Now, by popular demand, Shimano has created 2 new sizes, introducing the Tranx 300 and 400, available now at your local Shimano dealer. Tranx is the dream reel for throwing big baits and catching big fish. X-Ship and HEG technologies combine to provide massive cranking power with a smooth, effortless retrieve. Plus, Shimano's new Core Protect water-resistant technology provides long-lasting durability in the harshest environment. The new Tranx 300 and 400 are available in 2 gear ratios and 2 different handle designs to cover all fresh and saltwater applications. See the new Tranx 300 and 400 at your local Shimano dealer. Tranx, it's not just a new reel, it's a way to fish. Check Shimano.com for all the details.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
The Labor Day Sell-a-thon is on now at your San Diego County Ford dealers.
If you're looking to buy a new car, truck, or SUV, check out vehicles with 0 APR financing. Why pay all that money in interest when you can get 0 APR for up to 6 years when qualified to finance through Ford Credit?
If you need a new truck, your San Diego County Ford dealers have got you covered during the sell-a-thon. They've got great financing deals plus cash back on the legendary F-150. It's the best-selling truck in California for a reason. Now it's time to get your new F-150.
Log on to buyfordnow.com to check out all the Labor Day Sell-a-thon deals.
There are only a few times each year when your San Diego County Ford dealers get offers up the huge sell-a-thon savings. And Labor Day is one of the biggest. You heard Paul say it right here at Cajon Ford. They've got deals across the Ford lineup that would have you see to believe. Mustang, F-150, Explorer, plug-in hybrid Fusions. They've got the vehicles for you.
But you have to act fast because the sell-a-thon ends September the 4th. It's this weekend only.
Yes, indeed. Visit San Diego County Ford dealers right now. They'll be glad to hook you up.
Sport fishing, not just for dad anymore. At Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, kids fish free every Sunday. Free half-day fishing trip and clinic free for kids 12 and under every Sunday at Dana Wharf. Join the Dana Wharf Kids Club and get over $100 of really cool stuff like 2 free fishing trips, a free whale watch trip, and more. Dana Wharf, everyone's favorite since 1971. Click DanaWharf.com or visit them in the Dana Point Harbor, the bass capital of the West, and only minutes from the 5 freeway in Orange County. DanaWharf.com, where kids fish free.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know, CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest that's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.